Well, I'm standing next to a man who not only knows his way around a snooker table, he also knows his way around the jungle. Jimmy, what do you make of what we've seen from the Nugget so far down there?
I think he's been brilliant. They've not showed a lot of him, but I think he'd come to his own. He likes to be a leader. He is a Leo by nature. That's his star sign. So he is a leader, and now he's took part of a team event, and they've qualified, and they've had the night away, and it was nice to see him emotional with his girlfriend to show he is human. But he's a good friend of mine, great ambassador for snooker. I think he'll win it.
When you found out that he was going down to the jungle, were you surprised, or had he phoned you beforehand to ask your advice?
We're not supposed to say anything, but I did say to him, you know, there's a lot of downtime. You know, there's like 10 hours or so you're just sitting there. But, you know, my job was to get the water. He's been getting the wood. Some other people are cooking and washing. So there's quite a bit to do. There's a lot of downtime, but I think the Nugget will just be concentrating on his cue action.
And what's it like to suddenly find yourself in a group of quite high-profile people, but many of whom are strangers to you when you arrive, and you're spending so much time with them?
All of them were strangers. I was very lucky to go in a group. I know George Hamilton just through movies, and he went out to Rod Stewart's wife. I got on very well with him. I got on well with Justin and Colin. And that lady Kim, who How Clean Is Your House, and I got on. But where we was lucky with Gino, we had a chef. So my job with Gino was to just turn around. He would give me a sort of, we had like a secret message, and I'd say to everybody, look, get away from the chef, let him cook, and there was no trouble because he made proper portions of food, so everyone didn't erupt like the TV want you to, which looks like it's starting to erupt now.
Well, I guess the human nature is very basic, isn't it? If people get hungry, no matter how nice a person they are, they're going to get ratty.
Absolutely, you know, and obviously you've got the heat, and they wouldn't put the canopy down, and they like to stir it up, and as you see, it's all about that. But as I say, I was very lucky with Gino. We had a chef, so all the food was portioned out right, and then Jordan had split with Peter Andre at the time, so the public voted her to do all the trials, so I was very lucky. This is of Movember, by the way.
Oh yeah, we will get onto the Movember in just a moment. How do you think Steve would cope if he did get pulled out to eat some insects and do a bush tucker trial?
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't sure how I'd do it. Lucky I didn't do it, but because you're in a group situation and you want to get food to the camp, you do things that you normally wouldn't do, obviously.
Well, speaking of doing things you wouldn't normally do, have you ever grown a tash before?
No, never. Can't you see the state of it? November. I done it with Ray Winston, and I'm shaving it off tomorrow.
So whose idea was it? Did he phone you up and go, come on, Jimmy, we're going to go for a tash?
No, he just followed me in, you know, from a tweet, and then he done it, and it's to do with Movember. It's a good cause.
Brilliant. Getting back onto why we're here at the Barbican, you've got a second-round match against Stuart Bingham. Does it give you a real taste for the big time again when you come to these big venues? And obviously you're a big draw, people want to come and talk to you. Does it feel like you're rolling back the years when you come to a setup like this and do well?
Magic. I absolutely love it. You know, I qualified the other day 6-4. I needed to win to fight for my place on the tour. It's getting harder and harder each year. I still do my exhibition tours, travel all around the country, all around the world, but my main buzz is competing, and I enjoyed that. And playing Stuart Bingham, he's doing the sight right thing that I'm an ambassador for. I've got Patsy Fagan, my coach here. Everything's going well. I'm hitting the ball. If I play good tomorrow, I win.
What's the secret to still being so much in love with the sport as you were sort of 20, 30 years ago?
You've just said it, the love for the game. I was never taught like O'Sullivan, so sometimes I amaze myself. Sometimes I amaze myself how bad I am, but that's part of, you said it in one, it's the word love for the game.
Great stuff. Good luck against Stuart, Jimmy, and fingers crossed that your friend Steve Davis does the business. And by the way, we're trying to rally support here to get Steve to do a challenge. 09020 44 24 10 for the Nugget, or if you're texting 6442410. Those are the numbers to get Steve Davis to do a bush tucker trial. Jimmy, good luck against Stuart Bingham. Thanks for your time.
God bless you.